Yeah. 30 minutes after 6 o'clock, that is the time. Never ever failed me. Even when I'm sick. Yeah. My goodness, sickness is not good, man. This has to be from the devil. Yeah. What is important is that he's there with me, alright? Healing is the children's bread. And I am not a stepchild, not a godchild, I'm his child, so I'll be healed. That I know for sure. Yeah. Good morning, Grenada. How are you this morning? How are you? How are we doing this morning? I do hope everything is all right. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope those of you who needed to rest, I hope you got as much rest as you deserved, and that you're up and ready to, to go through the trials and temptations and all the challenges of this day. For most, it's a brand new work week. Yeah, Monday is usually the first working day for quite a lot. There are those who work 24/7. Well, not necessarily 24/7, but 7 days a week, yeah? Yeah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I want to admonish you, please do not catch that flu. It's not a pleasant thing. I'm feeling as though I've been struck by a truck. Yeah, man, come on. I feel like one of Kenny trucking truck pass and bounce me. Good morning to you, Kenny Forrester and family, your entire staff. Good morning. Yeah, I want to say good morning to my good friend, Mr. Matthew Pegleg Joseph. Yeah, or John. Joseph, man, yeah. How is Evelyn doing this morning? And the entire home circle. While in a home, I'm saying good morning to you, Zobaida, Duncan, and family. How are you, Zobi? I ain't seen you in a long time, girl. I see you traveling, you know. Hope all is well. Fali, good morning to you. All the wonderful folks in Ahoma Tanglas family. Good morning. Yeah. Laurel Gilbert, good morning. Well, I think your surname is John now, yeah? How do you do? Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. I do hope so. Now, today is a very historic day in the life of Grenada, yeah? Yeah, the 19th of June. It's a very historic day. Those of you, do you remember? Yeah, it is. Very historic. As a matter of fact, later on in the morning I'll play a song that will, remind us. Okay? Yeah, someone says on WhatsApp, and thank you, but I did remember, but thanks anyway. Good morning. A reminder, today is June 19th. In 1980, the bomb blast at Queen's Park. Our beloved former employee Bernadette Bailey is a survivor. All right. Yeah, today is also in Trinidad. It is a public holiday. It is recognized as Uriah Buzz Butler Day. Yeah, Grenadian trade unionists that went to Trinidad. Yeah. Good. Historic day in Grenada, June 19th. And for those of you who look at the international news, I want us to have a conversation on that. There's this phrase, Juneteenth. Yeah. All right, folks. It's let's see, what's the time? It is 26 minutes on to 7 o'clock. So let's get to the program. Get with it and get it over with. The word of the day today. It is an adjective. And it is indomitable. Indomitable. It is spelled INDOMITABLE. Indomitable. And indomitable is a formal word used to describe something that is impossible to defeat or discourage. Indomitable. A formal word used to describe something that is impossible to defeat or discourage. Here's how we can use that word. Juneteenth celebrates the end of slavery in the United States and honors the indomitable spirit of African Americans, past and present, fighting for justice. We can also say her spirit remained indomitable even in the face of tremendous adversity. So remember this word. It is a very interesting word. Yeah, we've got a very indomitable spirit here in Grenada. We've been through so much, so many different historical events. But here we are still surviving. Our latest COVID. Yeah, we survived COVID. Barely survived it, huh? I mean, quite a number of people have not gotten back to some semblance of normalcy after COVID. Some folks are still home from losing their jobs. Some businesses are still on the ground and so forth. But nonetheless, the indomitable spirit in us have us up and about. We will get through this. We will bounce back. We always do. It's 24 minutes on to 7 o'clock. And Nadisha, good morning to you. The thought of the day. It says, there is no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It's why you were born and how you become most truly alive. Yeah, I'll repeat this. There is no greater gift you can give or receive than to honor your calling. It is why you were born and how you become most truly alive. That quote comes from Oprah Winfrey. Nadisha, I know you like this one. While at this, want to say good morning to Kitty Cat and the entire family out there. How are you doing? Alwyn, what's up, puppy? The folks at the Cupra. Nice. Buzzing this morning while the King of the Grill, Maggie's King of the Grill, comes up on the 29th of July. Just a little over a month away at the Monrouge playing field. Starts at 12 noon and goes until a day filled with fun, food, and music. Come, play dominoes, play cards, interact, mix and mingle. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun, and it will culminate with a live show, right? Live performances from Grenada's top local artists. I know by now you must have acquainted yourself with Spice Mass 2023 calendar of events. Yeah, it's out, so get yourself acquainted with it. Right, Mondays Beyond the Headlines will examine the decision to elevate every student to secondary school and the best strategies to ensure success for all. You can lend your voice to the discussion tonight from 8:30 p.m. All right, join us here at the GBN, okay? And a friend of mine yesterday, we were talking and I said, she's always into the news and the Facebook thing. And I just said, anybody died for the weekend yet? And she was like, no, I didn't hear anything. And then subsequently, shortly after, she called and she said, what happened? You heard something? I said, no, well, they just found a body on BBC Beach. So it's buzzing. Police are investigating the death of Josiah John T. Robinson, whose body was discovered on BBC Beach earlier yesterday. And investigations are ongoing, and GBN will keep you posted on subsequent newscasts as it relates to that investigation. The Grenada Coast Guard made a successful rescue at sea. Yeah? You must have heard of that incident with the private plane on, I think it was Thursday or Friday. Victory for Grenada's Anderson Peters in Germany. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, Grenada again. What would they do without us? What would the world be without Grenada? In every sphere, we are showing up, man. Yeah, throwing a distance of 81.18 meters. Wow, that's good. Grenada first. Yeah, that's the way we roll, man. 20 minutes on to 7 o'clock. What else is buzzing this morning? Well, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell has signed a groundbreaking agreement with Flow to launch the JUMP program. The significant initiative undertaken by Flow in collaboration with the government of Grenada and the National Telecommunications Regulatory Commission, that's the NTRC. It aims to bridge the digital divide and empower underserved communities. The JUMP program is designed to provide affordable internet services, free laptops, and essential digital literacy training to unconnected families. By addressing the challenges faced by these households in terms of digital connectivity, we strive to open up new avenues for personal growth and an improved quality of life. That's good. That's good news. Yeah. Bridging the gap, man. Yeah. All right, the St. George's High Court has taken a decision to set aside a default judgment obtained by opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell in January of 2021 in defamation case filed in July 2020 against Claudette Joseph, who's now Grenada's Attorney General. So they're going to go back to court, all right? And the former PM or current leader of the opposition, he has sought the legal services of local attorney at law, Jerry Edwin. Okay, the grandmother of deceased Kimon Bell is speaking out following Tuesday's conclusion of the coroner's inquest, which determined Bell's death an accident and therefore ruled out the possibility of charges being brought against the 3 Coast Guard officers involved in the boating incident that claimed the young man's life. Okay. And while many mothers complain about being underappreciated in the home today, many fathers work 65-hour work week and try to live up to the expectations of their wives, helping with housework and caring for children. Now the question is, where is the love? It's not being reciprocated. Yeah. I don't know about you, but I feel loved by my children because they know daddy loves them. And auntie? Yeah, they know daddy loves them. Yeah. And, well, I told him yesterday, but, you know, he's a kind of guy. Let me tell him publicly. Belated Happy Father's Day, Joe. Hope you enjoyed it. And, yeah, we'll make up on that. We'll catch up on that. So those are the buzzing stories. Those are the buzzing stories this morning. And this morning we've got 2 guests. One will be on Zoom. The other one will be in studio. So I don't know how much time we'll have for a conversation per se, but before we run off, let's just quickly peek at the Facebook page. Mary Ebanks says good morning. So to Catherine Phillip, good morning Grenada, good morning Innocent, happy new week. Dave Stapleton, good morning. Lydia Cameron, good morning Innocent, happy Monday Innocent. I would like to say good morning to Tilly Mitchell. Wow, there's a combination of names, boy. Yeah, Tilly Mitchell, okay. Desmond Clovey, good Monday morning, everyone. Barbara M. Hitler, blessed love, Mr. Joseph. Barbara, good morning. Paula Paul says, good morning, Mr. Innocent. Want to send greetings to my Paul family in St. Mark and Nelson family in Lamode in St. George, Grenada. Well, good morning to families. Good morning, Paula. Veronica Sandy says, good morning, GBN, Grenada, Carrico, PD Martini. Good morning, Gardeina, St. Joseph. Blessings to everyone. Marilyn Gordon says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Gordon. Good morning to you. Condolences to his family. So says Paula Paul. Arthur Langan, good morning and belated Father's Day. Greetings to you. Same to you, Papi. Kudos to the Prime Minister, and that is good news. Yvonne Courtney says, good morning, Grenada, and belated Father's Day to you, Mr. Joseph. Well, thank you very much. And Michael Douglas, good morning, GBN. So this is where we take the break. We've got to head to the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather. Those of you on the television platform, we've got a rebroadcast of Friday evening's television news. Stick and stay with the network. We're with you anywhere and everywhere. We'll be back after 7.
But when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. 'Cause you can look to me, yes, I can. Whenever you're in need, just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide the light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, next day, oh.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Good evening, I'm Ken Roy Batiste. Unconfirmed reports reaching GBN say a private aircraft is believed to have crashed in Grenadian waters after it reported engine trouble. Our news team captured the Grenada Coast Guard being deployed as part of a search and rescue party for the plane. The Regional Security Services was also alerted, and it too was part of the search. Information also reaching our newsroom revealed that one of the large airlines coming to Grenada voluntarily used one of its aircraft to search for the distressed plane for over an hour, which resulted in the identification of the crash site. Information on whether there were any casualties or the extent of damage to the aircraft has not been forthcoming. The Grenada Broadcasting Network will bring you more details as they come to hand. Well, the St. George's High Court has taken the decision to set aside the default judgment obtained by opposition leader Dr. Keith Mitchell in January 2021 in a defamation case filed in July 2020 against Claudette Joseph, who's now Grenada's Attorney General. The matter will proceed to a full trial in keeping with the ruling handed down by a master of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court on Thursday. Tisha Paul reports.
In July 2020, then Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell filed a libel lawsuit against Attorney General Claudette Joseph, the then Public Relations Officer of the now ruling National Democratic Congress. Dr. Mitchell, who is now the opposition leader of the New National Party, accused her of making false statements against him in connection with the failed shrimp farm project, for which foreign investors were allegedly being investigated for the disappearance of $52.4 million from the project. He claims that Attorney Joseph deliberately took out of context certain statements he made in his former capacity as Prime Minister in 2017 at the groundbreaking ceremony in St. Mark to launch the project. Dr. Mitchell was previously represented by Attorney Nigel Stewart, who successfully obtained the default judgment in January 2021. He has retained a new counsel in Attorney Jerry Edwin, who notes that his client has conceded that the default judgment was improperly obtained.
It is not merely that a lawsuit which is brought claiming someone defamed another person will simply proceed to a default judgment because the other side does not respond in time. That is not what the law says. The law says that when you apply for a default judgment, it has to be set out in such a structure that it complies with the Eastern Caribbean rules of civil procedure. In this case, the procedure was not followed.
According to Attorney Edwin, the issue came to a head after Attorney Lisa Taylor, who is representing Attorney Joseph in the matter, observed that the procedure followed to obtain the default judgment did not comply with the law.
I had a conference with Dr. Mitchell, and he agreed in looking at it. He doesn't want to waste the court's time. While he will not agree that anyone should defame his character, he is also of the view that matters should proceed in the proper form that they should. And so I was instructed to concede a point in which the judge agreed. In fact, the judge said that he is pleased because he would, after examining the papers, take the point that the default judgment should be set aside.
The matter came up before Master of the Eastern Caribbean Supreme Court, Honorable Alvin Pariag Singh, who sat at the St. George's No. 2 High Court on Thursday. It will now proceed to a case management conference on the substantive case, in which Attorney Joseph is accused of defaming Dr. Mitchell when she alleged that he was an investor in the failed shrimp farm project, which promised to create about 300 jobs for residents of St. Mark. The project, not promised job creation, never materialized. Attorney Edwin said the new development in the case highlights the need for more public education of the law.
I think there is merit in seeing that time is not wasted in our courts, whether it's a civil matter or a criminal matter. I think also it is important that the public understands the processes and the procedures, the substantive law, as well as the rules of procedure in all our courts. I think that public education of the law is something we need to have more of.
For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
The story to report: a cocoa ripe man believed to be Grenadian was killed in Trinidad and Tobago during a confrontation with police on Thursday night. According to police reports, officers from the Western Division Task Force were on exercise at around 10:15 p.m. when they approached a group of men they claimed were seen brandishing guns in Cocorite. On seeing police officers, the men ran in different directions. Police chased one of the men, who turned around and pointed an AK-47 assault rifle at the officers. The man was shot and fell to the ground. He was taken to the St. James Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The man was later identified as Grenadian Travis Hippolyte. The AK-47 assault rifle, which was seized, was loaded with 18 rounds of ammunition. Police also arrested another man who was held with a machine gun, which was loaded with 29 rounds of ammunition. Investigations into both incidents are ongoing. GBN attempted to get a response from Travis Hippolyte's family, but was unsuccessful. We'll continue to follow this story. The grandmother of the deceased Kimon Bell is speaking out following Tuesday's conclusion of the coroner's inquest, which determined Bell's death an accident, and therefore ruled out the possibility of charges being brought against 3 Coast Guard officers involved in the boating incident that claimed the young man's life. A grieving Margaret Bell of Auburn St. George shared her views with reporters on Friday.
What is very saddening about it, knowing that they killed my grandson, and all my thing is, I just need justice for my grandson, because imagine they kill him and the men, everybody just gone free, nothing behind it.
Miss Margaret Bell has expressed dissatisfaction with the way that the inquiry was handled.
I'm not satisfied with how the inquest went. 2 autopsy done from 2 different people, and they never bring none of them to explain what happened to my grandson. They had many people that did investigation, and they only present who investigation they want. Up to now, a lot of some of the investigation reach the magistrate and them, but they never present it to the courts. They bring what is in their favor of the Coast Guard. They never bring everything.
The grieving grandmother recalled the dreadful moment when she received the news that her grandson was killed at sea.
When the incident happened, we was home, and then we went down to Grandance, When we reached Jongde, the Coast Guard, I reached Jongde after 7. And the two Coast Guard was just anchored out in the ocean without no light, just a little light for somebody to know there is a boat out there. They never moved, they never did anything till after 12, they came and said they call off the search. And that was it.
She was not able to confirm if a civil suit will be pursued against the government of Grenada.
I'm waiting on the father and my son to decide what is going on. I don't really know.
22-year-old Kimon Bell met his unfortunate demise following a run-in with a Coast Guard vessel on April 24th last year. Following Tuesday's ruling, flyers began circulating on social media encouraging a protest outside the Coast Guard base in True Blue on Friday at 9 a.m. However, there were no protesters when GBN arrived on the scene. For GBN News, I'm Nisha Paul.
Other news, Carriacou resident Andre Simon, who was apprehended by police in connection with an alleged chopping incident involving his cousin on May 14, is now facing a charge of grievous harm. Simon reportedly went into hiding following the mid-morning chopping incident in the family yard at Mount Pleasant, Carriacou, that left Faye Simon nursing chop wounds to her hand, face, and back. He was captured 3 days later on May 17 in some bushes with a cutlass in his possession and was transported to the mainland for a mental assessment. GBN understands that the charge was laid against him on Monday upon his release from the Mungay Psychiatric Hospital, where he was a patient for close to a month. Simon appeared on the grievous harm charge at the St. George's Magistrates Court on Tuesday and was remanded to His Majesty's prisons until next Monday. The matter has been transferred to the Carriacou Magistrates Court, the jurisdiction in which the incident occurred. The victim is said to be at home recuperating after being warded for several days at the General Hospital. Looking towards increasing pensionable age and contribution rate, the cash-strapped National Insurance Scheme is blaming its policymakers for failing the scheme. We have more details in this report.
Director of the National Insurance Scheme, Dorset Cromwell, said not many changes have been made to address the challenges of the National Insurance Scheme in over 40 years. He is therefore of the opinion that policymakers have failed the statutory body, citing this as the reason for having to seek an increase in the retirement age for citizens.
But why are we in this position and why are we here? We are here fundamentally because over 40 years, this year the NIS celebrated its 40th anniversary, and over a period of 40 years, we have not made any adjustments to the NIS system to deal with the issue of sustainability. 2002 to 2020, from 2023, notwithstanding the actuarial advice of numerous actuaries, no changes was made except a 2% increase in the contribution rate. So we have to be honest and say that our policymakers have failed the National Insurance Scheme.
Cromwell said the pensionable age must be increased as a matter of urgency.
So the pensionable age, we have proposed to the government of Grenada to increase the pensionable age from 60 to 65 over the period 2024 to 2029. Of course, you have the option to take your pension early, always at 60, at any age you so desire, but there is a small adjustment if you take it before the required age. also increase the contribution rate, because the monies that we've collected, you heard it from the Honorable Minister, and I also spoke to it, the monies that we are collecting now is not sufficient to cover expenditure on a month-to-month basis. We are breaking term deposits left, right, and center to cover our expenditure, and that is not sustainable.
To help alleviate its financial challenges, the NIS is also seeking a 16% increase in contribution over the next 7 years.
So in 2023, we increased the contribution rate by 1%, but that was principally for the introduction of an unemployment benefit program, which came into effect on the 1st of May. So we have proposed to the government that between 2024 and 2031, we increase the contribution rate from where it is now 12% to 16%. 0.5% increase every year, split equally between employee and employer. So the employee will have an increase of 0.25%, and the employer would see a marginal increase of 0.25%.
Cromwell spoke of other changes to be implemented based on recommendations stemming from the 13th Actuary Review.
The other changes that we have proposed that is coming from the 13th review is to make the NIS pension a retirement pension and not an age pension. So if you retire before the pensionable age, and if you continue to work, and if you earn more than 60% of the ceiling, we would say you would have to hold to get the NIS pension. Right? So 3 things must happen. You must retire before the pensionable age, you must continue to work, and you must be earning more than 60% of the ceiling at the point in time.
Another proposal Cromwell highlighted was an adjustment to the current pension formula. The existing pension formula is 30% for the first 10 years and 1% thereafter. However, they are now proposing 25% for the first 10 years and 1% thereafter. Additionally, they've proposed to increase the number of contributions required to qualify for a pension from 500 to 750, with increments of 50. Christelina John, GBN News.
While many mothers complain about being underappreciated in the home today, many fathers work 65-hour work weeks and try to live up to the expectations of their wives, helping with housework and caring for children. Yet, according to statistics, Father's Day celebrations and gift buying still appear to lag far behind than that of Mother's Day spending. GBN combed the streets of St. George on Friday to get people's opinions on the celebration of Father's Day compared to Mother's Day.
Father's Day is right around the corner, and according to some research in the U.S., mothers are worth $8 billion more than fathers are, at least when it comes to money spent on Mother's Day versus Father's Day. This notion is not just expressed in the outer world, but also here on the island, as we will often hear in the public how poorly Father's Day is recognized compared to Mother's Day in Grenada. We spoke to people in the town of St. George about their thoughts on how Father's Day is celebrated compared to Mother's Day.
To some extent, Mother's Day is more recognized than Father's Day, but it's important. Fathers and mothers is important in the lives of children. I do think that we should recognize fathers more for their contribution, especially let them play a part more in the upbringing of the children. Some mothers think the child is theirs, you know, but the child is not theirs, not the child is the father's child too, right? Father have an equal role.
Well, when I look at it, Mother's Day more, aggressive than the Father's Day, because
I think fathers should be celebrated just as how mothers are celebrated, because there are fathers that plays the role of mothers just as how there are mothers that plays the role of fathers. Right?
And people, well, you know Mother's Day is coming up because you hear people talking about they have all kind of little gift sets and all kind of thing for mothers, but nobody is doing the same thing for the fathers. So you don't even remember What day is Father's Day unless somebody mentions it?
So that's why we would say that Mother's Day is much more celebrated than Father's Day. But we also have to remember there are fathers who do play both roles as well. And there are very good fathers out there. But sometimes we as mothers, if there is a situation where both parents are not together no more, there is a tricky situation where the fathers are not able to see their children.
To those who were not happy with how Father's Day is recognized, we asked how they would like to see this change.
That we work on over time. Maybe it may not happen just that suddenly. So there probably could be something more of a build-up, and where there is a sort of awareness created, and once that awareness is created, then there could be a more deliberate effort towards placing more emphasis on the fathers and the Father's Day, obviously.
Now, if you look at the stores again, you see all the mothers' gift and thing, sold out, but the fathers' gift always there. Like the ladies' store again, they don't buy much for the fathers, but the men, always put out, for the ladies. So I see, you have to be more, a change.
I guess the narrative, I should say, has to change on how we see the men in our society. But because men are looked upon as, so many of the men are such deadbeat dads, so is that the men has to step up and be better dads in their children's lives. So then there's this missing father element. So if our fathers get more involved in their children's lives, the moms are seeing their active participation, and so then the moms would start getting this feeling, positive feeling towards the men in their lives to say, well, we need to celebrate them, we need to focus more. So when the day is coming around, people will remember it more because you have this good man in your life who's doing a lot for their kids.
And I think it is time in 2023, even though if mother and father's not together, they should still have their day to be with their children.
GBN wishes every father in the state of Grenada a happy Father's Day on Sunday. Rena P. Thomas, GBN News.
All right, so Father's Day celebrates and honors the men who have embraced the role of fatherhood. Every second Sunday in June of each year, fathers and father figures, namely uncles and grandfathers, for example, are recognized for the sacrifices they make while embracing the responsibility of nurturing and raising children, and for their devotion to their families. GBN spoke to some fathers in the tongue of St. George today to find out about the expectations for Father's Day on Sunday.
That we work on over time. Maybe it may not happen just that suddenly. So there probably could be something more of a build-up, and where there is a sort of awareness created, and once that awareness is created, then there could be a more deliberate effort towards placing more emphasis on the fathers and the Father's Day, obviously. Well, they always treat me well. I do not know what they have in the bag for me, and I do not want to go about speculating, but they do not let me down at all.
Well, Sunday, as a Father's Day, I feel I really relax home, and being with the family and have a nice lunch, and relax myself,
Well, I know my wife already planned something, okay? So we might go through Blue or Radisson's, one of those places, and just eat they have like a special for Father's Day. Yeah. But I believe fathers is treated well in Grenada. I believe fathers is respected in Grenada.
All right. Happy Father's Day to the nation's fathers in advance. It's time for GBN I Saw. Students are trending as the South St. George Government School takes the spotlight.
Tonight we feature grade 6 students at the St. George Government School as they held their mini international cuisine on Thursday. The students represented 6 countries and each country had special dishes and drinks on display, prepared and presented with the input of parents. It was an educational yet fun activity for the grade 6 students as they get ready to leave the primary school setting and begin their secondary education. This was part of the students' career day activities where they got to do activities that aligns with their careers of choice. These are your future chefs. We thank grade 6 teacher Miss Janae Greenwich for such a wonderful presentation. Share with us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Grill Master. Now available. Grill Master Takeaway. Healthy choices of dinner is available every day from 5 p.m. A solution to end your day with healthy, hot meals. Are you tired of fried, greasy foods, junk food, high-calorie food before bed, leading to a bad night and sleep? Grill Master brings the solution for you by offering customized, hot, fresh, healthy grilled food sustainable for after workout, your keto diet, and those who love greens. Let your last meal be your next day fresh start. Grill Master is second to none. Advance your order for pickup or delivery at 439-3737 or our WhatsApp number at 1-473-423-3737. Grill Master, second to none.
Grenada, get ready for the biggest Calypso clash of all time as Grenada takes on Trinidad at the 17th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert. Saturday, July 8th, Grenada Trade Center from 7:30 p.m. You'll get from your our partners, Hubbard's, Grenada Paper Products, Granville Credit Union, Biden and Miners, Gittins Healthcare, Grenada Broadcasting Network, Guardian General, Spiceside Imaging Center, Western Union, The Agriculture Shop, Clear Vision Eye Center, Springs Food Mart, Dollar Savers Auto Part, Rise and Shine Supermarket, Classic Lighting, Victory Bar, Budget Marine, Dean's Mattress, Grenada Trade Center, Creative Do It Best, Grenada Distillers Limited, Catwheels Stationery Service, Blue Bubbles, PA, Rentals and Event Supplies Company, Dana's Tasty Food, and City Inn. Please be seated by 7 p.m. because this one will be epic.
Notice is hereby given that the 94th Annual General Meeting of Shareholders of the Grenada Building and Loan Association will be held virtually on Zoom as well as at the Presbyterian Church, Granitang Road, St. George, on Wednesday, June 21st, 2023, commencing at 4:30 p.m. Shareholders are required to RSVP their attendance by contacting the association's office at telephone number 440-2108 or WhatsApp 459-2103 or email info@grenadabla.com. Virtual meeting details will be made available prior to the meeting. Copies of the Director's Report and financial statements may be obtained by members upon application to the Secretary or Manager at the office of the Association or via email.
GRENDEC Community Partnership Initiative.
It's our water, sanitation, and hygiene project whereby we seek to address some of the sanitation issues at our primary schools here on island to create comfortable washroom environments for our students and the staff in general and ensure that there is water available throughout. Thank you so much, GRENDEC. On behalf of the Rotary Club of Grenada East, we are sincerely thankful for your sponsorship for making these projects a reality.
right, welcome back, viewers and listeners, and it's time for the conversation this morning. It's 14 minutes after 7 o'clock, and as I hinted to you earlier, I've got two guests in the studio with me. They are representative from the Grenada Domino Association, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. I'm going to start from my extreme right. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. My name is Oscar Bartholomew.
Oscar Bartholomew from Windsor Forest in St. David. And to my immediate right.
My name is Joshua Griffith. I'm from Mount Morris, St. George's.
Okay. Domino. We were talking before we came on the set, and Domino is an ever-present game throughout the region. I was saying that in Barbados. I know it's a big thing in Barbados, but my friend here said he spent quite a number of years in St. Lucia,
yeah.
and it's big. So, and Mr. Oscar said that Domino is really a regional thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but give us a little backdrop as to the Domino Association here in Grenada. How active is it, and how long has it been established?
Well, the Grenada Domino Association right now, being a part of it is very, very active. We have, since I got here, we have lots of tournaments. And Mount Airy's is part of the facility that we use for a lot of tournaments. We had tournaments in Mount Morris Community Center, and we had one of the biggest tournament last night for Father's Day at the Foxin, which is in Cali's, and it was a great turnout. We had some very good players first time coming out, and well, we have a champion with us. He's always up there, Mr. Oscar Bartholomew, you know.
But he doesn't look as a domino player. I don't understand that.
Yeah, but he's one of the best, you know. I had to give him the credit.
Yeah? Best at matching?
Anyhow you put it, he is, you know.
Mr. Bartholomew, how long you been playing this game?
I've been playing domino since I was probably around 13, 14 years old.
Okay, we seem to be having a slide. All right, go ahead.
Ever since we playing domino for quite a while now, since I was teenage boy come growing up. You know, when I first started playing domino, we you know, we didn't have much electricity in the entire island of Grenada, so we started playing domino. We had to like hold on to the masanto.
With the wheat and everything.
Yeah, the masanto.
Lean into the currency.
Yes, you know, and you know, we start one person on each side of the table and hold the masanto for the elder guys to play. And we as the youth men, we can't really play. We just have to
watch.
We have to watch.
Yeah, and assist.
And you know, and if we don't do that, you know, it's next we get.
Yeah, problems.
Problems.
Yeah.
But the association was in operation for quite a while. Mm-hmm. The last time we had traveled, they had represent Grenada as just before Ivan. So after Ivan, the domino didn't really go further.
Okay.
The association didn't go further, and by then it kind of demolished a little. Yeah. It just take a decline from there, and it keep going down.
Yeah.
But in recent times, people's interest in domino resuscitated. They get back up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and you know, it was I surprised the guys because they had a tournament that was sponsored and organized by GBN. Yeah, and I was speaking to Kazim and Buckley from St. Lucia, and they told me the tournament is Saturday, but I didn't tell the guys that I was coming. So from the airport, I went straight to the tournament, you know, and as I say, the champion is here, so he could tell you. He won the tournament, and it was sponsored by GBN, and it was a good tournament. There was great turnout at the youth center, you know, and they first selected the first 16 teams from there to represent us in Guyana.
Okay, so all right, I'm happy you mentioned that, because plans are on the way for you all to have a trip to Guyana coming up, right?
Yeah.
So give us some information on that. Give us some, you know, how did that trip come about, and how are plans progressing and so forth?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, to Barbados. There's a gentleman from Barbados. I can't remember his name. Mm-hmm. He was here sometime in September, October of last year, and he was an executive member on the National Domino Board. and they was trying to revive the national competition. So when he came down with the intention to invite us back into the tournament, into the world tournament. So I mean, Domino wasn't been playing in Grenada, but through the island, but on a national level, not really. Okay. You know, for just people just playing for fun. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we used to have a little tournament here and there, you know, between our different clubs and all of that. But when the gentleman come and he extended the invitation back to us, we decided to take it up.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's been challenging in terms of getting serious participation in the game. You know, getting players back. It seems like we're not really ready, but we're trying to be ready.
But that's strange, because I mean, you drive through Grenada on a Saturday evening or a Sunday, and almost, you know, 80% of the bars that you pass by, even sometimes by the side of the road, you would find guys knocking domino. I mean, I'm originally from Grenville. I don't know if you know that place in Grenville. He went on to the Great Beyond now, Peixe shop in Grenville. That's next to the Nutmeg Pool, the back street there. Under that skin up tree there, we played a lot of domino. You know, in St. David now where I reside, there are good domino players there, but are they taking it on to that serious level?
You see, that's the thing. You know, a lot of people playing domino all over the island. When we put the call out for everybody, we didn't, you know, say, well, we had it for the invitation out for everybody, island wide. Even Josh had reached out to some of the guys in Carriacou and Piti Panicobert. Those guys spoke well, but you know, again, attendance. They never really showed up. Even the last tournament we had last night, Josh had extended the invitation to them, and they didn't. You know, I don't know if they had replied to Josh or not, but you know, there was not there. But you know, the other thing is to get people involved and take it serious. So most people play, you know, they're just playing for fun, but they don't understand how big this is.
Okay.
You know, they don't understand how big this is. We have the entire Caribbean, Venezuela, Cuba, Dominica, St. Martin.
We should say the world. We should.
I mean, you know, touch me in the U.S. Every year I go up to the U.S.
It's a big thing in America.
The domino is a big thing, you know. So most people just take it, you know. They just sit down by the shop, and they just, you know, for fun.
Could it be a lack of incentive or so in terms of maybe well-organized tournaments with meaningful prizes and so forth? Could it be the lack of that?
Well, yes, that is. But then again, one of our challenge is with that is sponsors. Is sponsors. Okay, and if we have serious sponsors, like we had serious sponsors before, because we had the Carib is a sponsor, Guinness is a sponsor, you know. At one time, Macassin had tried one time. I'd say after 2003, 2003, to come into 2004. I don't know what really happened, and the Domino just association just went down, and you know it has bricked up. You know, a lot of the old members had passed on, and you know we get the opportunity to revive the domino back into Grenada on a national level, on a national scale. So we're hoping that, you know, after here today we will have a few people calling us. You know, want to get on board.
All right, whether it's as a player or a sponsor.
As a sponsor.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if people understand it, but domino is a game of high intellect.
Very. Yes.
You know, I play domino because I could match, but the science behind it. I mean, I have friends, as I told you, Willan is one of my friends, and he plays domino well. when he's able to tell me that you have that in your hand, I'm trying to figure out how you have the domino mark or something. But there's a science attached to it, and it has intellectual capacity to it. You know, it's a science.
Yeah, it is very high. You have to,
and mathematically.
You
have to be very good at this.
Okay. All right. Okay, so now let's focus a little bit because we're running out of time. Your trip to Guyana, when is that trip scheduled?
The trip is scheduled for the 12th of August to the 26th. Is a 2-week period.
The 12th of August to
the 26th of August.
Wow, that's a long time to be up. But luckily you're getting carnival and then you're going.
No. Unfortunately,
we will be leaving Sukamonak night. Sukamonak day.
So we'll enjoy carnival in Guyana.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well.
For me, is not really. You know, I don't really know.
Any serious domino player wouldn't miss carnival because domino is something. Once you're into the game and you love the game, you put everything aside.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then again, we getting some of the you're giving some of the new players an opportunity to go out and represent Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique as well. You know, so they should really grab to that. You know, grab onto that and don't let the opportunity pass them because they may never know they may not get another opportunity again.
Right. And that trip to Guyana, what benefits would it bring to Team Grenada?
Well, there are lots of benefit. One is good exposure to us and the younger players, and two, the incentive from the tournament. If we win, we can use it to develop the Domino Club and even make a house. Although I know we got a very great offer for Foxing, they gave us the accommodation to house Domino for us from now until.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Foxing was you know, they was great in every aspect. You know, they outreached to us and let us know we welcome. And also Mr. Carl, he passed, you know, and he was a great domino.
He was a great player.
Yeah, great player.
Yeah. So, am I to deduce from this that there's a great monetary prize coming up from victory in Guyana?
Yeah.
What's the prize catch?
The prize catch, I think, is $50,000 US because everything is in the US.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the winner gets $50,000 US?
Yeah.
And
the country, any country, because in the tournament in Guyana, so far, because you know I speak to the people on a daily basis, so far they have about 17 countries registered already.
For that, so it's a regional tournament.
It's an international tournament.
International. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have countries like Cuba. We have the US and all. England is there. They have a lot of teams.
So having said that, what is Grenada's chance of winning that?
Well, it is as I say, sports is like a ball game. You know, you cannot ride with anybody until the whistle blow. Until the final whistle blow.
How confident are you?
Very confident.
Yeah.
Very, very, very confident. Well, you know, the big islands tend to overzealous themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
So we will be like underdogs in this competition.
I always back the underdogs.
But you know, we have good enough players. And you know, we have good enough players to give a good account of ourselves. To give a good account of ourselves, we're hoping that we could go there and give everybody a run for the money and for the country. I even run them out of the country as well.
Run them out on the country.
Yeah, run them out of the country.
Yeah. That would be nice for Grenada to get bragging rights coming back down.
Exactly.
I would love to hear that.
Exactly. The bragging rights again.
Yeah.
You know, and we're looking forward to actually hosting the tournament again. You know, because the tournament hosts on a different island every year.
Yeah.
Every year. If you do it, it's just start back. So every year they'll be hosting it in a different island. So this year is Guyana. Next year, they haven't made an announcement for next year's yet. So probably in the tournament this year.
Maybe they'll just stay in the G's and say from Guyana to Grenada.
Say from Guyana to Grenada, which is very good because the last time we had a tournament, the last World Tournament we had here, it went pretty good. Unfortunately, Grenada didn't win the tournament, but we gave a good account of ourselves. ourselves. You know, the businesses, the local bars, the hotels, the little guest houses, you know, because we had like about 10 or 12 different countries, and everybody coming with over 20 something people.
Wow, that's good.
You know, so all the hotels, the rooms, all the little guest houses, you know, all of them had the business for 2 weeks.
Okay,
you understand?
That sounds well. So, in wrapping up, in terms of your trip to Guyana, the players have to fund their trip, or you all getting sponsors, and is the government involved because it's a national team that's going? It's a registered club, I presume, so it has national significance as well. Have you gotten financial support from government or other entities?
Well, we had reached out to the minister of sports. We had a meeting with him. So far, that is the only major player that we're going to. Other than we trying to do our little tournaments, our little fundraising tournaments to gather some funds. But you know, so far we've been very, very short. The turnout could be better, but it's been very short. So for now, we're hoping that we can get some more corporate sponsors on board. We're looking forward to, hopefully. By as I say, we're leaving here on the 12th of August, so we have just the remainder of this month, July, and then preparation. Because we want our team to start a gel.
Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, start a gel by this on the first week in July. We want our team to start a gel because we also have a female team as well.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, we also have to big up the ladies that come out and play in a tournament. The ladies, they give a good account of themselves.
Okay.
You know, very, very strong. Very, very strong.
Well, I'd like to take the opportunity and extend an open clarion call to the business community out there. This is a good initiative. Coming out and support Team Grenada in the efforts to bring back gold home, as the Domino Association tournament goes on in Guyana this August. The team needs your support. Coming out. Alistair Warwood Senior says, I remember the Cubans playing the double 12 domino. That looks so hard. Double 12.
Okay. Yeah. We remember the lady in Fox in the domino. She had the 2 packs. She had the regular pack and she had the double 12. She had the double 12. She had the double 12. Yeah. We're not that bust into it, but it's domino, so it's not. The format should be the same. The format should be the same.
All right. Yeah. So business community coming out and support this initiative. Who knows? They could bring the gold back to Grenada and make us all proud.
We're looking to go on the road at the end of the month. So we're looking for help from the public.
I see in form of a motorcade or something.
We plan a motorcade for the end of the month, so we're gonna go out there and look for assistance on the public and business people. So we asking you guys to support us because it's for a worthy cause. It help the youth, and one domino is something that once you're in the game and your mind is focused on it, you can stay positive because it's a positive game.
So it has other benefits than just playing the domino.
Yeah, lots of benefits.
Okay.
In St. Lucia, I use domino as my first job in St. Lucia was domino. I paid my rent with dominoes. I did a lot.
Explain that.
Yeah, because in St. Lucia there are dominoes in all the bars, right? So the guys play they more play Trian in St. Lucia. We call it doggy dog. So every man for themselves. And we stake up, if it's $5, sometimes even go as far as $50 a person. So if you win that game, you join like $150.
Wow.
Yeah, so I play domino on a level over there. I paid my rent.
There is a lot of bragging rights
in domino.
In domino, there's a lot of bragging rights. I also want to mention that when we had spoken to the minister, we had spoke about getting the Domino inclined into the school system. But we don't want to incline it during the school term, because it's going to be a little bit difficult. Mm-hmm. But when the holidays come up,
could be extracurricular.
Get classes and get the kids and get people to volunteer to go out and have the kids out, show them.
It could be a distraction from some of the negatives. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've exhausted our time, but I'd like to wish you all the best going out to Guyana. Folks, they have a motorcade coming up when?
At the end of the month.
At the end of this month. That's the Grenada Domino Association. They'll be having a national motorcade as they seek to raise funds for their trip to Guyana that comes on the 12th of August. So go on and support the business communities. Reach out to them and lend your support, because in the final analysis, when they win, Grenada is proud.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and also we also have a social media page on Facebook, Domino page.
Okay.
So
what's the name?
Is the Grenada Domino Association?
The Grenada Domino Association Facebook page. Okay.
Facebook page. You could reach out and support. Share the page out, that people know. We are out there. We're not just playing around. We are very serious. We're very focused. And we're very serious in terms of getting the game back on a national scale in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Matic. And I'm making a call to Carriacou and PT Matic. All you please. When Josh going to get in touch with all you for the next convention, so we could, get all you come down and get all yourself beat up and go back up. And sorry for saying it like that.
This association is the arms open wide, so we don't want to focus on St. George's alone. We invite in the whole island, and we're not selfish. We have Grenville is playing a very active role in the Domino right now, and we reach out to Carriacou. I spoke to a guy by the name of Jason, he's a custom officer, and we have St. David's, but St. David's have not shown up yet.
Okay.
As you say, so a hole in that party, a hole in you.
I'll get my guys in St. David's.
A hole in you.
I'll invite you all up at Sunday afternoon, and I'll have a full day up at the Right Choice Sports Band.
Make sure your back is very broad.
You're blind.
Because we have teams. This is Mr. Legend. As of last night, we gave him the name Mr. Legend because Legend was. The whole team was almost in the final last night.
Okay.
And then we have Champion, we have Grenans, we have Mount Morris. We have a few teams as well, So we're ready to roll.
All right. Well, as time progresses, I would, look to get some more information and, let the public know how we all are progressing thus far. As as it gets closer, we'll see if we can have another engagement that you can reach out for that, right?
Yeah. And we got to say most of our thank you to GBN, because GBN has always played a great role in the Domino. They sponsor tournament to select the national team. So, we got to say thank you to GBN.
That's what we do, bro. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all the best on your trip to we'll speak again before you go, all right? So all the best. Keep up your good work. Keep doing the representation as you always do. And folks, I have been speaking with the folks from the Grenada Domino Association as they they're heading to Guyana to represent us well. So Mr. Oscar and Mr. Joshua Griffith. Thank you for dropping by and keeping us abreast with what's happening. Folks, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back. When we come back, we have the folks from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be back after these messages.
Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sun Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada and St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
And so it begins. A journey like none other. Every moment has the potential to be unforgettable. Bring home a piece of the tropical green forest with every emerald. Capture the sparkling light of flawless water in a diamond. Make the sunrise and sunsets last forever. With precious colored gemstones, the essence of happiness is in our most precious memories. So, when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will last forever. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
On Saturday, July 29, Montrouge Plainfield will be transformed into a sea of grills as food, fun, and friends collide. It's the 10th annual Maggie King of the Grill competition. The best chef and barbecue kings and queens compete for cash, a new grill, and the title of Maggie King of the Grill. Come savor the flavors. Try to bust the ice cold bar and let the kids have their way in the bouncing castles, pony rides, slides, and games. Try your hand at dominoes or the beer and leg competition and win instant cash. Come 7 p.m. you go stateside to enjoy performances from top local acts. It's a whole evening of fun at the Maggie King of the Grill. Saturday, July 29 at the Montrouge Plainfield. Gates open from 12 noon. $10 gets you on the inside. Powered by Maggie, Hot 98, and GBN Television.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners, to the conversation this morning. It's 18 minutes on to 8 o'clock, and as I told you, this morning is a very busy morning. I've got with me via our Zoom platform a representative from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council, Ms. Gardeina Savoury, and it's a good time to say good morning to you, lady.
Good morning to you.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm happy to be here with you.
This is a happy smile, a healthy smile.
Yes.
Good.
And yes, it's wonderful to be here with you. And I'm hoping that we can share some information from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council. So thank you for having me.
Oh, the pleasure is always ours to have, you guys with us. I think I know we're celebrating Food and Nutrition Week or something like that this
yes,
week.
We are.
Yes, so give us some information on that. What's going on with that?
Right, so we're celebrating Nutrition Week, and notice the word celebrating. It is very, very important to take some time out of our busy schedule and focus on certain topics. So this week we are going to be sharing on the theme, low in sodium, high on wellness.
I like this.
Yes, low on sodium, high on wellness. Now the problem that we see is a lot of NCDs that are related to hypertension, cardiovascular diseases. So we're hoping that we can address that with the low sodium and encourage persons to be high on wellness.
Okay. And how, from a national standpoint, how is Grenada doing in terms of wellness, especially with hypertension and cardiovascular diseases? How are we doing?
Well, it really is one of the most, well, let me say, in terms of, not to bring everything down, but it is the leading cause of death in Grenada. One of the leading causes of death. And that is really sad. So we thought that we have to address it immediately. It has been for a few years. Diseases relating to hypertension. So we have a wide range of them, but it really has been a problem. So I think that we really do need to address it. And hopefully in the next few years, that would be done away with.
Okay. All right. And in terms of the week of activities, what do we have planned?
Okay, so the week of activities is very busy. First, we had our the Minister of Agriculture, Honorable Adrian Thomas. He opened the week yesterday with a message, so that can be found on GIS. And for the rest of the week, we do have a lot of messages that will be coming out. So we're using social media. We wish that we can go door to door, but it's just not something that we can do right now. So we're using social media to bring across the messages. We're going to see familiar faces, musical artists. You're going to see principals. You're going to see local athletes bringing across short messages. So we're encouraging the public to share those messages when you come across them. They're all on reducing sodium and increasing on wellness, nutrition, exercise, and so forth. So when you see it, please share. It's really, really important that you share and we build awareness around this theme. Low on sodium, high on wellness.
Okay.
We also do have, on Wednesday, we have a supermarket sweep. So that would be held at Foodland on Lagoon Road. Last week we were out and about in the supermarket, and we had a supermarket tour where we taught persons, the public who came into the supermarkets, how to read a label properly. And that was interesting to see that sometimes we don't know how to properly read a label. So we were able to show persons how to read a label. We were able to take their names if they wanted to participate in the supermarket sweep. So there in the supermarket sweep on Wednesday, you will be given a few minutes, the participants, and I'm hoping today that I can dip and get their names, and we can share it on this broadcast.
Certainly.
So we're going to dip and get those names. We're going to give them a few minutes. They go through the supermarket and pick up some items that they think is healthy, and there is a little grading system, and we're going to choose a winner. They're going to get $300 worth of groceries, and the second place and the third place are not left out. They're going to each get $100 worth of groceries as well. So we're hoping that this is going to encourage persons when it's broadcast that and show persons some of the healthy foods that you can choose when you go to the supermarket.
Okay, that sounds interesting. I mean, I can see that in recent times, Grenadians are becoming a little more health conscious because, I mean, I'm on the road early in mornings coming to work, 4 o'clock, after 4, a little after 4, and I can see a number of people who are taking their exercising seriously. What is also concerning is I'm seeing predominantly women. You know, ladies are hitting the road.
That is true. We really, that supermarket sweep is really geared towards men. So the men, we've been hearing in the last few days that men feel left out. So it's really geared towards men. Of course, we did get some ladies participating, so we do have their names, but it was really geared towards men. So we're encouraging men, those that are on the construction site, and so we really want to get our men healthy, because we also do realize that many of them are the ones that succumb to some of the NCDs. And I work in the medical stations, the clinics, and I do see more ladies coming to see the doctor or coming to see the nutritionist. And we really do want to change that. So men, we have not forgotten you. You are at the forefront this June, and take the opportunity, take what we're offering, because it's geared towards you particularly.
That's good. I feel safe. I feel like I'm in safe hands. All right. So what other activities do you all have planned for, marking this week of activities? What else do you have?
Right. So along with the messages, we do have on Thursday Facebook Live, where we would be answering questions, we'll be giving information, and that would be on GFNC Council Facebook page. So we would like for you to tune in and to ask your questions. It is a virtual counseling session, let's say. Also on Friday, we're going to have a pop-up kitchen.
Okay.
So there, Food and Nutrition Council, we're going to provide some small items that you can purchase. You can see how it's prepared, and of course these will be healthy items that you yourself can do at home. So we encourage you to come along at Foodland on Lagoon Road, the car park there, Foodland Supermarket, car park, and be a part of it. And on Saturday, we are encouraging you and your family to have a healthy day. That means that whatever you prepare, whatever you do, make sure that you have exercise a part of it. Make sure that you reduce on salt. Be conscious on Saturday what you prepare, right? And we're hoping that it's not just going to be done away with for the week, but that you would continue the practice, continue the lifestyle after this week.
Sounds good. Sounds very good. Well, I do hope that Grenadians on a whole take this week of activities seriously, and not just the week, but I do hope that as a nation we become more health conscious and be very careful and particular about the things that we eat. There's somebody who's trying to reach us via the telephone. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning to you, Gordon, and good morning to you, Miss Savoury. I feel good. I'm elated to see this fine young lady on our TV. Indeed proud. St. Joseph Convent, Grenville is proud of you. Munich, by extension, is proud of you. And we are happy. I'm extremely happy to see that we're targeting the men. Too often they're left behind. Too often we treat them in one bag as if they are bad. We have good men in our society. They have been providing. They have been assisting. And in most cases, when you have a positive man in our home, you can see the difference in the attitude of the children. And for this, I'm eternally grateful. I just want to say thank you again. And I hope that you can choose one of the supermarkets in St. Andrews where we can partake, and our men are waiting to be part of that health food excursion. Have a great day, and thank you for coming to our homes.
Thank you very much, caller.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, you're making headways already. Munich is in the house.
That's right.
Okay. All right. Is there anything you think you'd like to add?
Yes, we do have a banner that would be erected at at the bus terminal in St. George's. Of course, I'm not forgetting the inner parishes. That is going to come. It's going to come soon. But we're going to start with the bus terminal in St. George's. You're going to see in a few days coming a big banner that will be erected. So that will be a reminder to you that we want to be low on sodium, high on wellness. It is a whole campaign. So you're going to be seeing a lot in the coming days, and we do encourage you to, whatever you see, share.
Oh, that's good. Like I said, I really do want us as a people to really take our health seriously. All right, because there's a multiplier effect. You eat well, you know, less need to see the doctor. You know, except you do your regular checkups and so forth, but ailments and so forth. Elimus Gilbert says he's a good man because he eats well.
Wonderful. Keep it up.
Keep it up, Specky. All right. Okay, well, I'd like to thank you very much.
Before
okay, go right ahead.
You can just permit me to dig those names. I have a box here. Just getting the names. So I have to dig just to get 3 names.
Okay, do that.
I'm checking my box, and I'm going to announce those names right here. So the first name I have is Himon Cyrus. So that does sound as a male. Himon Cyrus.
And where is Himon from?
First participant in the supermarket sweep. We have Michael Lynch. So we have another male being a part of the sweep. And my final name, Lystra Francis. So we have a lady. We have a lady. So here we have the 3 persons that will be participating in the supermarket sweep on Wednesday. So look forward to seeing the results of it. It will be on Facebook Live. We're going to have Mikey cover it. And so look forward to it. We think that it's going to be very much an exciting week. And we do encourage all Grenadians to participate and be a part of the Nutrition Week. We have T-shirts as well. So I'm encouraging you, Mr. Joseph, if you would like to have a T-shirt.
Of course.
Or you're the public, you know, just in solidarity with the whole week.
Yes.
And the whole campaign, it could be worn even after as well. Do call the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council at 440-2126 and be a part of it.
I'll do better than that. I'll not call, I'll drop by.
Wonderful, great.
Yes, I'll drop by.
Even better.
Yes.
Yes. And we do have a website that has newly been launched. So you can visit us at www.gfnc.gov.gd. And you can see some of the things that we have offered at the council. So thank you so much this morning for having me. It has been wonderful, and we hope that we can do it sometime soon again.
The pleasure is always ours here at the GBN to accommodate these initiatives, and I do hope that Grenada takes heed to all the things that you said and participate in your week of activities, but not only the week of activities, but attempt to eat healthy all the time.
Yes.
So
all the time.
Have yourself a great day.
Thank you.
All right, have a good one. All right, folks, I have been speaking there with a representative from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council as she explained the activities for this week of Nutrition Week. We'll be back after these messages. We'll have an extended version this morning because we do have another guest, so you stay tuned. We'll be back.
On Saturday, July 29th, Montrouge Plainfield will be transformed into a sea of grills as food, fun, and friends collide. It's the 10th annual Maggie King of the Grill competition. The best chef and barbecue kings and queens compete for cash, a new grill, and the title of Maggie King of the Grill. Come savor the flavors. Try to bust the ice cold bar and let the kids have their way in the bouncing castles, pony rides, slides, and games. Try your hand at Domino's or the beer and leg competition and win instant cash. Come 7 p.m. you go stateside to enjoy performances from top local acts. It's a whole evening of fun at the Maggie King of the Grill, Saturday, July 29 at the Montrouge Plainfield. Gates open from 12 noon. $10 get you on the inside. Powered by Maggie, Hot 98, and GBN Television.
Welcome back. A very, very busy morning. It's extended this morning because we've got things to do. We've got things to talk about. I'm joined in the studio with by Mr. Cecil Mitchell, the fitness man, I like to refer to him. Are you fit, Mr. Mitchell?
No, not 100%.
Oh, okay.
So the name is not 100% accurate.
Okay. All right, and we have a fitness revolution that's about to commence. Give us some information on that.
Right, so Fit for Life has done Fitness Revolution for the past 9 years. This is our 10th year anniversary. Usually we do 4 weeks of fitness at Montrouge Plainfield. This is where we have a trainer on the stage, a lot of soca music in general, and we get ready for the summer season. Either you're getting ready to fit into your costume, or just to have a summer body so you could wear a bikini on the beach, whatever it is. If it's for general health because you have hypertension or diabetes, or you're trying to boost your immune system, whatever it is, Fitness Revolution is a fitness program to get your whole to start your lifestyle change, to get your whole body, your whole fitness jump started, so you can be on the road to health.
Well, that's good. And what approach are you taking with the 10th anniversary?
Well, this year we come in with a storm, and
that sounds scary.
I know. Anytime I think
scary.
about it, I can't get past Ivan. But at the end of the day, we come in like a fitness storm.
Okay.
Right. So we causing mass destruction, right, at Montrouge, and we have a special part this year where this storm will be hitting two areas. Firstly, I don't know if you know yet, but the storm is hitting today at St. Andrews, at Victoria Park, St. Andrews. Right, so today we begin at 5:00 p.m. in the afternoon at Victoria Park, and we have lots in store for you. We have our trainers already. Everything, stage is up already, and we're ready to get this whole thing started.
I don't know if it was coincidental, but prior to you coming on the set, I had a young lady from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council.
I heard that, yeah.
And I no longer believe in coincidences. I think it's just divine intervention.
Me neither, actually. Yeah. I heard her and I was like, wow, this is
divine.
Yeah.
And the focus is on healthier lifestyle,
health and wellness.
So we eat well, we exercise well, which should reduce our susceptibility to illnesses and so forth,
chronic disease, and increase our quality of life. So this is what this is all about: lifestyle change. And lifestyle change is not only about exercise or about taking your medicine or visiting the doctor regularly. It's also about eating healthily. And this is one of the things we'll be promoting during Fitness Revolution. We're saying, listen, you know what? You got to do the complete package. You got to eat healthy. You got to exercise. You got to remember to check the doctor regularly and make sure your heart is good. Make sure that you're intact, because there's a lot of cancer and a lot of ill health around right now. Look at COVID. COVID is not totally over, but exercise definitely is proven to boost your immune system and make you healthier. Yeah, definitely.
Right. So within the realms of the fitness revolution, there will be segments on proper dieting and everything like that.
Exactly, and we plan to start, because we have our Fit for Life medical services. We plan to start with a massive health fair, right, where people can get themselves checked out, check your blood pressure, check your BMI, check your cholesterol, check your blood sugar. We plan to start this off at Montrouge Playing Field next month. Okay. Well, I'm sure I'll be here to tell you more about the health fair.
Well, I hope so, because I never, I'm not used to catching the flu, but I got attacked with the flu, and so it shows that my immune system is down.
Yeah, and there's a lot of, I'm fighting one right now too, but because of my immune system, I'm not falling apart. I'm not home, because you must be able to fight this thing. And I'm telling you, exercise and healthy eating definitely helps your body to fight the flu.
Okay, so starting today, we start off at Grenville, Victoria Park.
Right, Victoria Park in Grenville at 5 p.m. There are a few places you can register. It's only $35. You could register at LL Ramdani, PB's Enterprises, and at Sasko's Bar. Right? This year is Subway Fitness Revolution. Our title sponsor is Subway. We have a whole bunch of sponsors, a whole lot in store for you. I say don't miss it.
Okay. So come 5 o'clock this afternoon in Grenville, what can folks expect when they get there?
When you get there, just hype, exercise, building your stamina. I mean, it'll just be wonderful exercising to our local music, and it will continue for an hour. We'll have our best trainers on the stage, and we're going to go on for the next 2 weeks. Is from 5 to 6, Monday to Thursday, for the next 2 weeks, this week and next week.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The weekend you used to
recuperate.
Okay.
We allow you to have one cheat meal, as we call it. Have a nice Sunday meal, drink a lot of water, and take your vitamins, take your vitamin C, your zinc, and get ready for the following week.
Wow. This is the 10th year. Have you gotten any testimonials from people who participated throughout the years, how it has impacted their lives?
Well, a lot of people has lost a lot of weight, right? Some people would have built their stamina. As many would have said, if it wasn't for the fitness revolution, I wouldn't make it on the road. You know, my stamina is up, you know. So, I mean, every year we have a lot of people coming back and saying, listen, you got to do this all year round, you know, but it's a little expensive, so we focus only around the carnival season.
Okay, the summer season. Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Some folks don't like the word carnival.
That is very true, because it's not a carnival produce product.
Right.
It's fitness. We just do it around that period.
Yeah, I wish it could, you know, I wish it could have taken place other times in the year too, maybe for Easter.
No, you could go to the gyms. You know, there are many around the island. You can walk, you can run, you know, you can swim. There's a lot of other things you can do, you know. So we just want to jump start it, get you started, and you can continue in any way that you want to.
Okay. This evening, Grenville. Is Montrouge? When it starts?
Montrouge is from the 10th of July.
10th of July, okay. And that goes on for 1 month?
For 1 month, that's it, yeah.
Okay. We have somebody that's trying to get onto the program. Let's take this call. Good morning, caller. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling from Carriacou.
Yes?
How is you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about you?
Well, I'm there. I'm just ordering that the doctor say you have to check every time of you, cholesterol and thing, when he's coming to Carriacou.
Be in Carriacou. That's what I could say. We will be in Carriacou at some point, and now this call starts, you know, the thought pattern as to when. But I promise you, we will be in Carriacou at some point.
That is a very critical question.
I mean, it is a very critical, and we've thought about it. We've been thinking about it, and believe me, it's in the pipe.
Yeah, I find ever too often things that happen on the mainland, and we don't extend it to Carriacou. And this is something that I know the folks from Carriacou, they will support and participate in. Very, very.
We have visited Carriacou already, you know. So we're planning, and when we come to Carriacou, we don't want to come halfway. You know, we want to come strong and hard. So I promise you, just stay in touch with us. We are Fit for Life Medical, Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy. We will be in Carriacou at some point.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to add?
Basically, I'm saying, well, the purpose of today is to focus on the St. Andrew's branch. So I would say, you know, today is going to start at 5 p.m. at
Victoria Park.
Victoria Park in Grenville. Yes. Get your packages at Sasco Bar, PB's Bar, or at LL Ramdani, and get ready for 5 o'clock, because we'll be there.
Okay. All right. It might be difficult for me to be in Grenville for 5, so I'll wait for the 10th and come to the one.
No, well, you could, when I'm going up this afternoon, you can come with me.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm fit enough for that now.
No, man, you have to warm up for Montrouge.
I'm recuperating from the cold, man. I'm barely making it. But folks, I urge you to be a part of it, especially the people from the rural parishes, you know, the rural communities. Come on down to Victoria Park, 5 o'clock this afternoon. It's 1 full power hour of exercise, and it will be something that I know will benefit you immensely. Health-wise, change your physique, tone up for that summer body, as we say. Yeah. All right, that's it.
That's about it for now.
Good.
So I'll be back.
Mr. Mitchell will be back, and as we look forward to the launch of the Montrouge arm of it, which is on the 10th of July. So that's it. Thanking Mr. Mitchell from Fit for Life, and the Fitness Revolution is on from this evening at the Victoria Park in Grenville. Be there, 5 o'clock. 1 full hour of power exercise. I like this. I like this. Folks, that's it for the program this morning. Thank you for participating, and the good Lord spare your lives. We'll have another one tomorrow. Bye for now.